Yo, what's good? This is Shaking Tables Podcast. Hi, my name is Abiola Dragume, and I know it's been a while. If you're new here for the first time, I want to ask you where you've been all your life, because this is like the 6th season of the podcast, and I don't know what to tell you if you have not been listening to this podcast. You can just go and binge the older episodes. Again, hi, my name is Abiola Dragume, and we have an amazing content lined up for you today. Today's episode is going to be somewhat misogynistic, so this is like a disclaimer. If you know that you're easily hurt by some certain piece of words, cause man, even myself, I'm not ready for this conversation. But the core of today's conversation basically is money or relationship. Should broke people be dating? Should rich people not be dating? Like, what exactly have Yahoo boys spoiled love for some people? Like, just know that we're in for shaking some tables, right? But before we go into that, I want to ask how it has been for you. This is like, we've not recorded an episode in like 2 months. I could go on and on about how life has been giving me bad goals, but we're still here nonetheless. Alhamdulillah. Right, but thank you very much for still sticking by. If you're still here, it's a new season. We have an amazing season line for you. We have the podcast team. A lot of people are working round the clock to make sure we give you the best content that you can ever listen to on the podcast. So watch this space. If you're new here, just take a screenshot and share on your social media platform, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your WhatsApp timelines. I have amazing guests here. I want to introduce them, or should they introduce themselves? But let me see. Should I be a very responsible person and introduce them, or they should introduce? When I introduce myself, I beg. Oh yeah. When I introduce myself.
Hi, my name is Oluwapelumi Oyenuga, and
why are you talking like a rich man? We know that. Wait, let me ask you something. Are you in a relationship?
No.
Exactly, because you're broke. So
Well, it's true, I'm broke.
So talk like a person. It's not like you're broke, but yeah. I mean, let me show you his phone. Where's his phone? Yeah, I see this phone. But yeah.
This guy. My name is Kwelumi, and I'm happy to be here, Adra. Thank you for having me on your pod.
Okay.
My name is Olamide, but most people call me Prime Vibe. I'm happy to be here.
Why you call yourself Prime Vibe, but you're sounding dead? How?
Hey guys, so my name is Lukman, and same here, I'm also happy to be here.
Mommy, I'm not happy to be here. That's the case. But I promise you that when we get into the podcast, when we get into the topic, everybody will start to fight. I can assure you that, because let me start by asking, look man, are you in a relationship?
Oh yes, I'm in a relationship.
Wow. Okay. Let me further ask this. Look man, can I see the number of cameras your device has? No. That would determine whether or not you are not a broke person. So I mean, just wave
my device can actually have so many cameras, and my bank account to be empty.
No, you can have 3 cameras and not afford 3 square meters. I understand that, but at the same time, it's not the small one that we have like 5 cameras. Like some people like this, they have 5 cameras, right? But you have 3 cameras.
Yes.
It's an Apple device.
Yes.
No worry, you have money, so you want to be in a relationship. Prime, are you in a relationship? You're in a situationship.
No.
We just thank God.
I'm just existing.
So you have some side things.
Halal. I keep it halal 100%. None of that.
Okay, so word. Wow. I didn't see that coming. But yeah. Follow me. Are you in a relationship?
I'm not. I'm single.
Okay, good.
Because I'm broke.
I'm not going to say that, because myself and we know that he has been on the road to be on the podcast for about 6 hours now. He's coming from a very far place, and the transportation fare to this place alone is on people's salary, right? So so he's not broke. But the reason I'm asking this is that we have this premise as young people that for you to be in a relationship you have to have money, right? And over the couple of weeks I've been seeing people get married, and I don't know if this is just my timeline is flooded with people. I just married my 6 years old relationship, my 6 years sweetheart, and I'm thinking 6 years ago you're dating one person. How? The longest relationship I've had. Moving on.
Some people are more disciplined.
It's not about. Do you think it's about discipline? You think being in a relationship, okay, obviously it takes discipline, but being in the relationship that long, discipline not be waiting we go chop. See, listen. If we go on a date, so and the waiter come and ask us that this is your bill, I say this.
No, well, not be bad for us to go on dates now.
Why you no go on dates in a relationship?
Sometimes dating, I mean, going on dates is
Literally, listen. I'm not holding on. dating and dates. They're literally in the same word.
No, but not everybody go dates. It's not, some people just don't like it. Except it's like, say, on their birthdays or like on Valentine's. There are people like that.
Okay, what is your idea of an ideal date?
Mad.
Because all of these things are relative.
Okay, dates, going on a date, yeah, it's basically going out with your partner.
Not necessarily. For some people,
not going out per se, but like having your own time to like spend time together and stuff. It's just planned. I mean, every date has to be planned. You can't just so
for some people, date is Netflix and chill. Although we all know that it's mostly chill, but yeah. So Prime, what is your idea of an ideal date? And don't tell me keep it halal.
No, I'll keep it real with you 100. I feel like basically just having a good time with your partner, right? You guys are vibing, talking. If it's like you're in a movie, you went driving, I feel like that you can be in a date in the car. Anyway, as long as it's just both of you and you're having a good time.
I'm gonna break some tables. Now I'm telling you, this season is packed, man. So you're saying driving is a good date. Do you have a car that you? No, since you are saying that you cannot come from a place that I'm serious. Do you want to do this? I want to. I know that I cannot drive. I don't have a car. There's enough justification for me. Yeah, continue. No, since you want to say that, let's break the table.
What's your question?
What is the definition of an ideal date? Let's be realistic. Long drive.
No, hold on. Okay. In this situation, I feel like there can be broke dates, like the whole Netflix and chill thing that you're talking about. You know, my own ideal date. I've been planning this thing for the moment I find the babe. I never see him, so it's in my head.
Okay.
Basically, we're at home, right? And we're in the kitchen, right? I don't know where your mind is going.
No, keep talking.
We are both in this competition where we're like, okay, you're going to cook this.
Cooker.
Should I bust your brain?
Continue.
I can't cook for shit. But in my head, I feel like it just makes sense to be in this competition whereby we're cooking our best dishes and then we serve it at the end of the day and find out that, okay, I'm better than you, you're better than me, and then we all go back to the sitting room to go and watch Netflix with the concoction that we have. I
believe that not just me, if you are listening to this or you're watching this, because there's going to be video content, right? When he said they're going to be in the kitchen cooking, I don't want to believe that I was the only one thinking. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. But we're keeping it halal. It's still Ramadan, right? We're still in the Easter fiesta, so I might as well just, But if you don't get it, forget about it. Okay, now we've been talking about. I'm gonna take this to Lukman now. We've been talking about being broke, and the relationship basically is on the money side of things and also on the relationship side of things. Can you date a broke person? Can a broke person date you? And for the past couple minutes, we've been talking about dating from a financial point of view, brokenness kind of. Let's not talk about the relationship itself, right? And I want to ask you as guys, right? Before you can even try to give something to someone that you love, like you want to spoil this person, what is the most expensive gift you've gotten for a female counterpart? Not necessarily your girlfriend, but because you have to have that I don't know, as a guy, if you are with somebody, I feel like the person has to, for me, you have to attain this level of comfort. If I have 3,000 naira, the best money that 1,000 can buy, I'll look for how it will buy it for you, because obviously I cannot give my entire 3,000. Makes no sense, right? But I'm just going to look at, okay, what can I get with 1,000 naira that would mean so much to you, right? And this is just for me. Like, if I'm going out, and I think we need to cultivate the habit of, if we're going to people's places, the habit of bringing gifts along, gifting our guys happy birthday, other than saying happy birthday, actually gifting them stuff, right? It's something I'm currently working on, and you can also work on as well. But back to the question, look, man, what is the most expensive things that you've gifted somebody? Okay, you know what? Let me give you time to think, and I'll answer, right? Okay. The first time I ever gifted a lady something was my sister a couple years ago, about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. She said she wanted this bag, my big sister. It was her birthday, and I did just take yourself out. I gotta buy it, right? And it was on a technicality. She was owing me money, and she was gonna give me the money. So I'm like, you know what? Let's sell the money. And you said you wanted this bag, go and get this bag. And at the time it was about 10,000 naira. That was like 5 years ago, right? Now, I don't think I have spent so much on a lady, but most of the time when we go out, I try to pay for stuff. I guess this might be customary for you, but for me it isn't. Why? Because now don't get me wrong. If you're going out with me, I'm a vibe. I'm a prime vibe. I'm a big vibe. So if you're going out with me, not only that you're going to enjoy the food, you're also going to laugh and enjoy the company. So why should I be paying for stuff that I know that you will enjoy more than me? No, think about it.
I agree.
So I have always had this policy that we are splitting the bill. I don't want to know what you think of me. Whether I think I'm broke, we're gonna split the bill, right? But in certain situations, I'm like, let me just pay for. Let me just be the bigger person, right? And obviously, we're going to come to the point in which we are seeing richer guys that are simping for girls, and that makes the competition really hard, especially when you are feeling the girl is feeling you, but because of some guy has a buttload of money and is now spending so much on the girl, and is taking you off the table because, I mean, this one that is telling me to split the bill, when this one is telling me let's go to Dubai for, let's just go and chill. You understand? It don't make any sense. But again, I've really diverted from the question. What is the most expensive thing that you've gotten for a lady?
Well, the most expensive, I think sometimes when I feel like buying gifts for ladies in my life. Wait, when I say ladies, it doesn't necessarily mean my girlfriend.
Power Ranger.
No, not my girlfriend. Like, it doesn't mean they are girlfriends.
But they're
like
female
my sisters.
friends.
No, like, okay, like Valentine's, yeah. There have been Valentine's where I just decide to get gifts for my sisters, my mom, and my girlfriend.
Wow.
So I get gifts for all of them at once. So when I get gifts like that, for that kind of period, I can spend like 100k because each of the gifts be at least 20k. So if I get gifts like that,
you see why he's in a relationship and you guys are not.
What do you mean? Why would we have
No, go on. I'm just go on.
So let's
please
say,
put the camera on him. Put the camera, zoom on his face so that we can.
Let's say on Valentine's. Now let's say on Valentine's I can get gifts for my sisters, my mom, and my girlfriend. I can be spending like 100k. If not more.
Have I spent something?
But if I'm
okay, my mic is more than 100k, so I bought something more than 100k.
but if I'm to get a gift for my girlfriend, depending on why I'm getting the gift, I can just getting a gift just to surprise her or something. It doesn't have to be so expensive. The thought that matters. But it's for a particular reason.
All right. Prime, what is the most expensive? Before, and I'm going to give you time to think about it. But what is the most expensive thing that you got it for your babe or a female in your life? Right? Before you come to that, I have this hypothesis, and I've not really said it out loud because it can be crazy. But it's this, right? Guys spend the most when they've done something bad. No, you can't relate. Don't worry. Take the back seat. But when men are talking. Don't do that. But think about it. Have you seen breakup cakes? Like, ask all these cake vendors. Like, now damn, that breakup, that I'm sorry, all these take me back kind of things. Oh my days, the guy will spend because he knows that he has messed up, and he's going to try his best to buy his way into a heart again, right? Me saying this is because we're going to go to the point in which we're going to talk about people buying their way into people's heart. Because normally, typically, we all have a price. I don't want to know how virtuous, moral, spiritual, religious we all have a price. But we're going to come to that. So, Prime, What is the most expensive thing that? Please stay with us. I know that this might be a bit random, but just don't go nowhere. Okay, we have an amazing content lineup for you. So, what is the most expensive thing that you've gotten for someone?
Since you asked Lokman, I done the thing.
And the next thing is, look, man, I done the
thing. The person I've spent the most money on is my mommy. And he not past 10K. So that means everything else just keeps going down from there. And like Lokman said before, it's the thought that counts. And like you said, I try personally to, even if it's airtime, give all my guys, babe or not, I give them something. Make sure no say, I rate you, you dig. Or if it's just like a cake or something, just something. But you know, like the money is not plenty. So that question you ask me, how much? You know, they usually the highest I've gone is 10K. My mom.
Some girls are going to be listening to this podcast and like, this is our broke people's podcast. What am I doing here?
I'm broke. Like
I know Kwelumi will break that chain. Please give him the mic. What are you doing with Mike again? Stop. If you are
listening, things are getting better. Like, don't change your mind about me. Like,
yeah.
Sorry.
Kwelumi, right? What is the most that you've spent on gifting someone something?
Okay. To be very honest, I've not spent. I can't remember me spending or gifting somebody something. I can't remember. But if it is, say, like Prime said, say just buying something for someone, maybe you go out and then just pick this up on your way. Okay, these people are at home. Let me just buy something for them. Okay, I have friends there.
That I think that is really, really very, very manly.
It might also be a case where, say, like this instance now, after exams and stuff, I had planned. First, I told my roommates, so I just had planned, like, you know what, those around me that like wrote exams together, we just like, I was planning on buying something for like all of us, about 4 or 5 of us, just buying. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's not expensive. Just buy something and all of us just do. About the expensive thing I've bought for a person, to be my mom also, and it wasn't one gift anyways. It was like a contribution between my siblings and I. Several times, not just once, on her birthday, every birthday since I entered uni. So if you have a birthdays, just like, you know, the cake, gifts, got her a phone one time, 2 times.
Okay.
So it's more than once. So we just like have that. I mean, I bet it's coming up this year again. Same thing is going to happen. Other than that, next after that, maybe my sister also. I got her a bag on her birthday one time. And maybe just one person I dated one time too, like that. I just got
one person I dated like that.
They will not refer us
to like that.
No, bro.
but moving on.
No, hold on, for the record, I'm not that kind of guy.
What do you mean that kind of guy? What is that kind of guy?
I respect everybody I've been with. Moving on.
Now you want to move on. But the point of this question is to sensitize guys, because now, you know, when somebody wants to drop a bomb, they're now trying to soften the landing, right? This is what we're doing, right? Sensitize guys that as much as we might want to say that, you know, we don't want to buy stuff for ladies and everything, at the same time, gifting goes a long way, not just for people that you're with, but people that you have in your life. It could be something as consistent as 1,000 naira airtime randomly. Just gift people stuff, right? I saw a TikTok video some time ago that says that ladies expect that, okay, a lady will say that she doesn't want to do wifely duties because she's the girlfriend, but then you expect the guy to do daddy duties because he's the boyfriend. I think I should take that again because that sounds very dim. No, like a lady would say that I can't cook for him, I can't clean his house, I can't wash the dishes, I can't wash his clothes. And I'm not saying you should do that, but you can't expect the guy to do daddy duties for you when you're not doing mommy duties for him. I'm going to let that sit in for a second. Now, right? To the next question, right? Now, we, like I said earlier on, we have Yahoo boys that sport love for people, right? And this is usually a colloquial that's been around for some time, that rich guys are sport love for us guys. And when I say us guys, certain guys are not broke. They're just like, they're normal for where they're supposed to be, right? They're on a path of acceleration and they've not started earning that much bag. But with the little that they have, they flex with them steady. But it's not like one kind, Birkin's kind of money, right? But these guys that are illegal will just come out of nowhere and spoil your babe, the babe that you are like your babe, right? No, so when you are buying something 20k for your babe, one guy that is trying to he wants to want to jembe, he's going 200k. The babe say go look and say, the question of
doing
Una
is this play?
She's going to think like an investor. Is this a smart move, right? So thinking about it, I think as guys we're very egocentric, right? And we believe that, especially when we have money, there's this confidence that comes. Like, you have money in your account, like the way you walk is different, the way you talk is different. Like, you just not if you solve Jerry, but when you are broke, you're on the edge, you're angry,
Best behavior.
you're on your best behavior so that you don't miss Yana. Somebody just slaps you, right? So imagine that as a guy, you're boxed up, you have bar, and you're trying to get to the girl. Obviously, one of the first things that you would do if you don't have control is to try to buy your way into the girl's heart, take her out, give her gifts, right? And I want to hear personal story. Have you had somebody try to buy their way into someone that you were also looking at, say competition, for example? Have you ever had someone like that before? Have you had someone that, for example, your girlfriend now, while you are trying to get at her, there's another guy that's also trying to get at her, but the guy is more boxed up than you and he's trying to buy his way into her heart? Or she's your girlfriend now and she's telling you about a guy that is trying to win her over, but you're now doing we'll chop his money together. Hey, she's going to leave you. but do you have any stories like that?
No, I don't.
Really, you have no stories like that? You have no story. You have a story?
No, not a story, not me.
Okay.
Not me. But I'm just going to put it like this. I have a friend that I have a friend that she's this kind of person that she's picky,
Okay.
has like crazy standards and stuff. And
High class babe.
you get plenty, I can't be a guy that does this, guys that smoke, guys that don't, if she sees these guys, in fact, she stops talking to you even though you're like friends and stuff. And then this guy comes and he has about, let's say, like 4 of the red flags that,
That is obvious that she has
you
been talking
get,
about.
You get. And in fact, she complained about it. Like, I've been talking to this person.
And if
this
you don't know what
person
red
is-
flag is, what the color is wearing.
So say 2 weeks time, fast forward to 2 weeks time, an event happened. Was it a birthday or just a random event? And then this guy bought her stuff worth over $500,000 naira. About let's say about 600 to 700k stuff, and then immediately, like, how did this happen?
She
Like,
was colorblind. She went colorblind. All those red flags that have
the color of the money changed the color to the red flag, changed it to green. You get money's green. So there was no red flag again. All of a sudden, boom, she's dating this guy. So that's it.
You know how I said that we all have a price, right? I feel like yourself as a guy, listen up, you know that guys don't get gifts. So whenever a guy is gifted something
so
as little as a shirt or the guy will talk about it. Like, whenever the guy reads this slide, he go look up and say, Omona, she might buy these things of you. So
bro, I'm never going to lie. If I was the one here and a lady comes to me, see, there's poverty in Nigeria. Everybody's hungry. I'm hungry. So it's just, you'll be tempted. If a lady should walk up to me and just be like, "Yo, take this money and then date me," I'm not. Of course, I'm going to be upfront and be like, you know what? Let's see how it goes. it's a situation where I could just be like, even though she's not my type, I'll just be like, you know what, nah, it can't work. But then because of the money, I'll be like, you know, let's see how it goes. And then if I end up like, and I collect the money. So I don't really fault people for collecting money.
But now, if you've known me for the longest, there's this story I've always said. I'm going to say it this one last time. I was dating this person, and you know the story.
Clear truth. I think I've heard you before.
I was dating this person some time ago. We're kids, right? And by kids I mean like 100 level, 200 level, right? I was dating her, she was dating me. We're into
stuff for him to say.
It's hard. I'm trying to clear my throat because I'm actually past that, but I'm trying not to paint anybody because we all are the hero of our stories. So I'm trying not to be that person that is, you know, bigger person. But yeah, we're dating together, and I don't know. She started to get, one guy was trying to get at her, and she told me about the guy. And the guy would get her stuff. The guy would tell her to come downstairs. I'm at Yacht Gate. If you don't know what Yacht is like the female hostel in FUNAB's school hostel, FUNAB school hostel, where male are not allowed inside. So you have to come downstairs. So the guy would be like, "You come downstairs." He would buy her stuff, you know, meals and ice creams and whatnot. And you know, at the time, it really isn't a big deal now. But at the time, I think it kind of influenced her departure from the relationship, right? And for the longest, it pained me because this babe leave me because I did break it come. But I grew past that and I started to learn that, you know, the relationship was already on one leg before. So, you know, but then even though up was still, she leave me because I did broke. So that is like the closest thing to, you know. And funny story, the babe was what motivated me to have a shit ton of followers on Instagram, which transcended to social media management, which transcended to content creation, which transcended to podcasting, and here we are. So thank you very much, babe. but
wait, I you guys still talk?
Nah.
Is she aware that she's the reason that you are this great right now?
I wouldn't say I'm great yet, but she had, like, she was, you know. For me, I needed to fall in love with something because I felt so empty at the time. So that was when this guy, FCM, a popular media house in FUNAB, was doing an Instagram growth class. So I took that class. It was 1,000, I remember. And I was like the most serious person there because I was like, this girl will come back and beg me once I hit 10K. So I was doing the thing. I was growing the account. I want sleepless night. I was like, this babe will come back, say. But, you know, it is what it is, right?
Everything happens for a reason.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. So that breakfast that you have right now, for everyone that I speak to the faint-hearted right now, call me Pastor Adra. Right? That breakfast is going to come to a breakthrough. Say amen. but yeah, though, the point of this is that guys typically would try to buy their way into stuff. And you can't necessarily blame guys because imagine you as a guy where a millionaire is dust to you. So the way you are seeing 1,000 naira that you can easily spend on a girl.
Who said down?
So you know if you spend 1K on babe.
It depends.
Okay, you find so the kind of money where they look as 1,000 naira, if he be person 1 million naira. So for him, it could be, and you know, for guys, they are looking downwards, like they're looking to not necessarily older ladies but younger girls. So older men are coming to our own mates, and that's ruling the competition for us.
So cold outside. It's
so cold outside. So I'm not even surprised when we become savages in the next 5-10 years. See, I can see his man. You have a girlfriend. You're just smiling. Okay. Your girlfriend has to see this, right? but yeah, though. Now, all of what we've said so far is lining up to the big question, which is, can you date a broke person? Right? Before we go into each and everyone's individual responses, right? We took a poll on our individual WhatsApp, on our social media. Prime had a tweet. A number of people had a lot of things to say. And I think some of these things are interesting. I'd like to read some of the things out, and then we'll go into our opinion, and then we'll just talk about the sponsored sponsors for the podcast, and we go into just round the podcast off. Make sense? All right. So Prime says, I'm doing this research, so I need responses. Please don't air me. Can you date a broke guy or babe? Right? Does money play an important role in every relationship? Now, should I call her handle? Because the lady, should I call her handle, or I should just... Let's call her baby girl, right? Baby girl says, even as a lady, I don't want to enter a relationship being broke. What happens to me? Okay, what happens to me buying him Gucci slides if he buys me 200k human hair? Money plays important role nowadays.
Wait. I've been having sleepless nights. Why is here 200k?
Ha! Don't Adetunbi said it on the group that there's 500 hair.
For which head?
Oh no, let's not do that. Let's not
calm down.
Listen, let's not do that.
Don't be violent.
Let's not do that. We have people that they give good head but have no head.
That's another angle.
Wait. So the price for a good head is 200k head.
Olamide says that how did he say that thing? If you are good with the banana, it will determine how you are going to. God. How did he say that? Hey, Jesus. Remind me now. Remind me. I will play. See, people will calm down now. Play that song.
Now wait till you do with the banana. Go determine if you go get house for banana.
So I mean that would determine. but coming back to the tweet, right? Let me start over. Baby girl says that even as a lady, she doesn't want to enter any relationship that she's broke. What happens to her buying him a Gucci slide if he buys her 200k human hair? Money plays an important role nowadays in a relationship. And why are you even dating a broke lady or guy when you should be hustling? So she's telling you to, as a lady, and again, baby girl is cute as.
Focus.
One second. I had to go and look at her profile picture because.
Wow.
Baby girl, what's up? Hi. Okay, moving on. Now, okay, take something else. All right.
Let's come to the fact that she was like, what's wrong with me buying him Gucci slides if he buys me
Condition
help? Like, why can't the girls just be the ones to like just gift you? Like, I feel like there are a lot of things that are just put on the guys that you have to be the one to do this, you have to be the one to do that.
No. Let me look at the time so that we don't look as if we are wasting time. Good. I'm ready.
Sorry to cut you off. What I have problem with is, why are these things? I mean, of all things, what she mentioned was Gucci slides at 200k. What's the? I mean, live within your means. You don't have to go. Why 200k? You can take somebody. How much ladies make a? You get.
If the guy really bought her something expensive, then there's nothing wrong with her buying something expensive. That's the condition there.
So
for the girl, I don't think you can be spending nothing more than 10k on her, and then she would want to go all out to get you something like 50k. She is like bad investment for her.
So relationships these days have become
business transaction.
business ventures.
Word.
And Remy Boy said, love is not a source of income, but not all these women. They just they're looking for a way. You know how you said it? Most of these women are broke, but they are looking for this rich guy.
Why are you saying you know how you said it so they can come at me?
The thing is, to be honest, for the longest time, I've always been tweeting it because Twitter is my safe space. Always ranting in my mind like, we're both in 400 level, right? We're both broke.
Listen.
How am I going to do?
Let me now come in for the ladies. You are in 400 level trying to figure your life out. She is in 400 level trying to find a husband.
Guys already
So you understand?
You know, I feel like at the end of the day, I should just be single. I mean, that's the summary.
No, you know what I think? I just think everybody should know what they want. You get. Just know what you want. If I can't fault anybody, if what you want is a guy that'll buy you slides, I mean, 200k air. If that's what you want, whatever comes with it, you just have to take it with your chest and stuff.
What do you mean by whatever comes with it? Is there something you're trying to say? Is there some table you're trying?
All right, someone says
Wisdom
that.
and feed-
Someone says that. Lots of people will not be honest with this question. That he can date a broke girl, but there might be occasions where I'll be frustrated with the relationship when the billing is too much. But I wouldn't advise a girl to date me from a broke guy because, my dear, as awkward as it will sound, availability of funds has a lot to play in the smooth going of relationships.
Word. Fact.
So wait, why is it that the guy is saying that he can date a broke girl, but a girl should not date a broke him?
You know what it is in African, okay, let me say Nigerian guys. I think we're brought up to, you know,
To
be
be
the man of
providers.
exactly, to be providers. So usually they are men. I was on a Twitter space one time and they were saying, one lady I think was mentioning how, you know, I think it was a guy, was mentioning how he wouldn't feel comfortable if he's not the provider in the house. Say for instance, if the lady is offering to pay like the bills, is offering to pay like the rent and stuff, he's not going to be comfortable with it. Even if she pays, he's going to look for a way to pay her back.
Yeah, well, on a personal note, if you are getting stuff for me, I usually feel like you're getting leverage over me, and I try to balance the scale. For instance, you get me Gucci slides. In my mind, you own me. I owe you something.
Doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, it doesn't, but that is how we've been brought up.
It doesn't have to be like that, but you see, in Nigeria, yeah, one has to be careful just to avoid see finish. You know, if you don't buy you stuff like that, and then one day if you just vex.
My guy was telling me something just last week.
Up.
My guy was telling me something. I was coming to that. My guy was just telling me something just last week that a lady will say, be vulnerable with me. You know, you don't have to be a man all the time. Kiniko, I can borrow you money. I can loan you, Kiniko. Bro, the way this girl will talk to you when you eventually let her in or borrow these funds from her, the way she go ask for her money back, you go regret say you even collect the money in the first place.
Thing is, fact is, like you said, providers. The thing is, everything does not have to be monetary. Right, like girls can actually give back. It doesn't have to be that money. Like if you're going to say, okay, you want me to provide for you, you say, guys, do some kind of things now. Like you can't just be stressing me like I did like this now. They frustrated, right? Mm-hmm. Then you like as a good girlfriend, you're going to find out, okay, how can I make this guy happy? Not come and slap me with another billing. The problem is not providing. Like me, the thing is natural instinct. If you love somebody, you want to do anything you can just to make sure that this person is
so
good.
let me reveal a secret. And I've been thinking about gifting somebody something for the longest, for like this past week, and I could not come up with one gift. Like my head is blank. So if you have gift ideas, if you say money cake, I will deck you. Alright. Well, it's not necessarily for her birthday, but this person means a lot to me, and I want to gift her something. Okay, so if you have, or do you have any gift ideas? What have you given?
What does
Shut
she
up!
like?
I'm talking to the real man here. I'm talking to the real
Hold
man here.
on. What he gifted them cannot work for you because they are different. That's the problem, right? All this you see on social media say they don't give one person money, cake.
Let me explain something.
You don't need
this
this.
birthday thing has become so stereotypical that I know what to expect. Like, okay, so influencer's birthday. This is the, and tell me if this sounds familiar. A hotel room, balloons in the ceiling, pillows, teddy bears, gifts on the bed, Instagram live, and that is happy birthday. Now in my mind, this is a minute fraction to the actual money that this guy has, but because of society has made it such that if you don't have this, you're not getting birthday presents. You're not getting, like, man, I'm going to attach a voice message at the end of this episode. This person sent me a voice message, and it was so deep because, okay, so basically she married someone that she's been with one person all her life. A childhood crush, the kind of thing you see in the movies. Yeah, she married a childhood sweetheart, and she explained when she first saw money, like when they were for she saw somebody's boyfriend spend money and she was like, I'm not gonna leave this broke bastard like this. but yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, we're still reading reviews, right? This person says this, and I want you to read it. Baby girl 2,
right? So basically, she says, I can't date a broke guy, especially right now. I work and I earn enough to take care of me. Does money play an important role? Yes, it does. A huge role, in fact. Dating is expensive. It involves calling, video calls, dates, gifts, weekend getaways if you're like into that type of thing. Even when you take away all of these factors, there's the life factor. Anything can happen at any time. As a girlfriend, I feel so useless when there's a need for money and I can't help because I know how much I would be helped if the tables were turned. So again, can I date a broke guy? Yes. Is money an important factor? Yes, but I don't mind paying for two.
Now, good. Let us sip in, because first of all, I think this is wash. Hear me out.
This is what?
Wash.
Okay.
It's
wash.
It's a sales strategy. It is a strategy to say that. And again, I said this before. That's going to sound misogynistic, right? So don't hurt. But you know how ladies say things and they do the literal opposite.
Word.
I've seen a girl say that I would never have anything to do with this guy. They're dating till now.
Adria, I was about to say something similar to that. See these babes. I don't think, I'm not going to generalize, but you know what I'm trying to say. Most of these people, they don't know what they want. They say they want this, but when they see this, they realize that's what they like and they go for it. At the end of the day, they see that, okay, this is not what I like after all. They jump to another thing. They say, especially when you made the example of being vulnerable and stuff, they want you to be vulnerable. And I was listening to a podcast, and this babe was saying, you know, she encourages her man to be vulnerable and stuff. And the man started doing that and was crying and shit, and she was irritated.
So this is the thing, right? A lady is attracted to a protector, a provider. Now, if you as a guy are starting to be vulnerable, that she's been saying you should be vulnerable, she will see you as less of a man, less of a protector. Because if this person is crying because of his problem, will I be able to, like, it's what's the word? It's primal. It's primitive. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's primitive. You cannot just help it. So you see all those things that ladies go on the internet and tweet and say, bruh, so back
in summary, to this, all women do is like, okay, most women like,
yeah. Prime by 2022. He has a brand.
But to be honest, they all cap. They say all these things. They want this, but they don't really want this. Or okay, make a bust your brain, right? They always find these things that they will say that this is what it is. Maybe they will say, oh, I can't do this because of this, and then you see them doing it like, but like Palumi said, they're also very confused. They don't really know what they want. I hope they figure it out eventually. Nah, they cannot.
And if you are listening to this, and you are getting triggered by this conversation, that is the point. Now carry that anger. Carry the anger. Come to our Instagram comment at Shaking Tables with AA. If you're sharing on your Instagram, you can tag us as well. Come to the Instagram comment.
What are they going to fight us?
No, what's your Instagram handle? Prime by Entertainment. What is your Instagram handle? Obeni Oye. I know all of your Instagram handle. You cannot hide.
No.
My Instagram handle. I don't give me underscore AA. Bro, they can organize boys, oh, bro.
Actually, to be honest, should I bust your brain? If you're on Twitter, they can take your account away. If you're a social media influencer like Adura, you get be careful.
Full disclosure, yeah, I try not to indulge myself in certain things because I have so much of digital footprint. Unlike some people that they will just say some stuff and get away with it. I cannot. Say for example, I was a bad ex. Bro, it takes 5 of our friends to locate me and do justice to my body. right So I cannot indulge in certain things that a regular social media user would, right? But again, I feel like certain times ladies say something and it makes sense to them. It's so logical. But when push comes to shove, they don't think with their head, they think with their emotions, right? And I've seen, listen. I've seen a girl say that I will never do this. I just want to go and see him. And they go to see him and they come back and I'm like, hey, Afa. And like, well, I just said that way. It was on the moment. Shut the fuck up.
The thing is, I feel like it's always funny how you see how you're putting yourself in a very, very like you are doing it. Like I can see what you're doing. I'm telling you, this is what you want to do. It don't make sense. But you're like, no. Then you go, then you come back and be like,
here's another typical example. Guys spot predators easily for girls than they do. Like, I would know that this guy is a creep from a mile away, and I would tell you, stay away from this guy. But she'd be like, no, he's a good person. I want to see the good in him. I think he has something to say.
I always feel like, you see, I feel like we spot them here, but they also know, but just pretend, or they just choose to act innocent.
Is it that they don't know, or they
sometimes it looks so obvious that I'm like, are you just acting innocent? Because
they don't always know, to be very honest. See, it's just like the issue of having male best friends and stuff, and they're like, you know what, now we are just friends. To you might just be that. But to that guy, I'm very sure he wants to get down.
Or it's like, let's say a guy is trying to toast you here, or is trying to date you, and you say you're not interested, and then it's like, okay, it's fine, that we can just be normal friends. But deep down, you know, this guy is still going to be trying to come at you.
All right, ladies, listen to this. I understand it when you say that it is hard to deal with other ladies, so you have plenty male friends. But hear me out. 97% of the male friends that you have, no matter, they're just friends, at one point has thought about bending you over.
For real.
I'm not even gonna. I'm a guy.
The remaining 3% will still think about it.
They will think about it, but
when,
it's just going to be a thought. They're going to dead it instantly.
When you start trying to bring everything up and start trying to point out everything to them, they start feeling like maybe you're just being insecure, or you're trying to be controlling, or. That's why it's best to keep short.
So for me, okay, so basically, I'm going to call somebody out. The brand that I don't know if I should call her name or something. Okay, I'm not going to. She has a big brand. I'm not going to. Okay, so basically, I'll send this podcast to her. She's going to listen to it. But yeah, she posted a tweet today, and she was like, she needs new male friend that doesn't want to do something to her sexually or something. And I'm like, and I told her that look for your male friend to the front. You know what that means? That I'm not the guy that I'm looking for, because
some of them exist. They are gay.
And they have a weird relationship with listen. Make we cook break that table.
I have a rep to protect, because I have female friends too, and they're probably going to be thinking I'm not gonna clap.
Yeah, everybody now. Are you wait? No.
Hold on.
There's this set of tweets. Okay, sorry. There's this set of tweets or thread that has been going on that you know go like me. Have you seen the size of my bum bum? Right. So no, look at yourself in the mirror as a lady. Have you seen yourself? Now look at me as a guy. Come on.
What I was trying to say before was that, see, we are humans, and this feeling to trying to clear my name here, and this feels
now you're just being defensive and psychological and manipulative.
No, that's not it. See, feelings happen. I'm attractive, you're attractive. It happens. We find ourselves attractive, and something might happen, or I might have thought of something happening, right? But I'm just trying to say that it's possible for you to have female friends and probably thought of it, but then you're over it.
Yeah.
And then you do not. In fact, if she comes to you probably like send her out and stuff. You get just trying to put her out.
But I'm gonna say this, right? It takes a lot of intentionality for a guy to not want to, like, guys are dogs. Now, this is something that I know that
I'm not.
This is
no. See, all right, bros, calm down. Guys are dogs, right? Have you seen somebody and you're like, Jesus Christi, Obaye? Like, you see somebody and you're like, this is somebody's daughter.
It's a normal thing, but not like for all your female friends.
No, not all your female friends, but certain people
appreciating God's goodness.
And you see this person, and this person is kind, and this person is sweet, and this person is intelligent, and you're like, yo, can we just speed up the process? Can we just
I know what you're saying.
Listen.
I feel you.
But
Severally.
it takes a point of saying, nah, this is okay. Obviously, we do this, and whatever happens, and yeah, we just become strangers again, and the cycle just continues. So it really is no point, right? Again, it takes a lot of restraint as a guy to
I have a
self-control. Yeah.
I've ever had this friend that since the beginning of the friendship, she's just been a bro. You just see bro. Then one day
She pulls up.
just like
She pulls up a girl like bro. I feel like I know the person you're talking about.
I don't know, it can be anybody.
Nah,
And then
shut the fuck up.
I know.
Shut the fuck up.
I
I'm
know.
going to call her name. Listen.
You can be wrong, go.
Then-
I've seen numerous and they're like, can we like
I think we will be there. We will be there. Every one of us.
like
I know that feeling. Right? It still happened to me today. I saw this girl. She's a kind of a big person on Instagram. 2 people actually. This girl Adara Luminous or something. One babe like this, like she's a tomboy. She's a tomboy, sha. And I don't know. She pulled up this weekend, looking like a total babe, and I'm like, wow.
what do?
So imagine you as a girl. No, it's gonna be a flex that you can kill both looks, guy and girl. Understandable. But you don't expect guys now. This leads to the conversation of simps. Now, if you don't know who a simp is some set of guys that has no self-control. And now these are the dogs I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you not put all of us?
Why would you put?
I'm sorry.
Do better
I'm
next time.
sorry. I am sorry. But now, these simp guys would now imagine being a simp but holder. Right now, I'm sure that this is where a lot of relatability will come on the side of ladies, especially during your internship. You're going to get advances from your boss, people that are older than you, people that are old enough to be your popsy.
Your gramps.
You're telling you like simping to you, and you like, okay, let me put things in perspective. As you are, person like your mom see, they tell you, baby girl, baby boy, let's do now. How would you feel?
Happy as fuck.
Like, bro,
Wait, there's a problem here. Wait. I want to get something right. 3 of you feel happy.
No, I'm just asking. I'm not
Okay,
part of
you
them.
feel happy. There, you have a problem.
hold on. Have you seen some moms like some?
No.
bad-
I know moms like that. The kind of moms that has tattoos, like, bro.
There's some moms that you
there's some
look at,
new
right,
generation
and you're like-
mothers, and I'm like, oh my god.
Like,
No,
be
it's
my
not. It's not just moms. It started from when I was younger, and I would see older teachers, and I'm like, can you just come to my age so that we can, let's eat.
Actually, right
insects.
from time. I've always
You've
seen,
never had that before,
I've always seen.
bro.
Understand you guys.
It's capping. Bro, there's some like I like right from time. Like maybe I'll go to my mom's office. See, the thing is, I'll just be like, wow, this woman is fine. And then as a small, I'm always playing with her. Like, okay, let's be friends. Like I just like to be around all those fine older women. Now, as I am with this brain, she's not telling me that she likes me.
That's great.
There's even between having a thing for all those kind of older ladies and seeing just one old lady and looking just so fine and everything. There's difference. So, like, okay, like there are some women that you see them and you see that it's obvious that this woman is looking so fine and everything. But that's where from having a thing for older ladies.
It's not a thing. He asked the question. I just said I'm going to be happy as well. See,
Okay,
this sugar mommy dreams. Really.
Me, I want, man. I'm serious, bro. Just the other
So
day.
ladies, look at what disgusts you. People, guys are flipping over these things, bro.
I was stepping out of the estate and I saw this fine woman in like G-Wagon and shit. I'm like, gosh.
Tell me you won't fall for that guy.
But let her wind down.
Depends on
Let her wind down.
You see,
Obviously now.
it depends.
That's stuff.
It depends on the woman.
So
Yeah, maybe.
Even the ladies, they go see some kind. Okay, RMD should do some kind whispers. They're gonna go look back. It's not all the older people.
Obviously.
That's even true. You know that a creep and what's that thing called? Someone that is sweet is very relative. Like a simp is very relative. Like if the guy is attractive and he has some things, like no, it's not a simp. he's not a bad guy. You get.
Yeah.
But if he's like you now, and then you do some kind of advances that then everybody is like attacking you. That
I think to put what you are saying in context, right? Say for example, now, your best friend kills somebody, or somebody kills somebody that you know of, and you don't like know the person. You see it as murder, right? But your best friend kills somebody. Instinctively, you're like, there must be a reason for it. Like, you start to rationalize it. Now let's bring this back to context, right? If somebody that is older than you, but you like, is simping for you, then you can make compromises, right? But imagine someone that you don't even see in that kind of life, that you just have pot belly.
You just want dad.
Yeah.
I don't know if this happened in your secondary school. When you're in secondary school, there's probably one fine man that teaches you guys that all the girls in your class usually likes. Right there's no problem. But let's say they get to a working space and then there's one man in the office that they don't like and is trying to like get at them. And then
I literally saw a TikTok today that a girl said she lost her virginity to a mathematics teacher. Now, she was even trying to defend the man that he waited for me till I was 19.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You saw it?
I saw that.
He waited for me till I was 19. And
rationalizing it, trying to make it make sense.
You get, and I'm like, no. I have this
victim.
No, listen, right? I have this personal. We're already rounding the podcast off. I have this personal bias that if you are lesser than me, you are lesser than me. Nothing defeats that. Let me explain. I'm in 400 level. You are in 100 level. I cannot even talk to you. I'm in 400 level. You are in 200 level. We have no business together. I'm in 400 level. You are in 300 level. I don't give two shits about your existence. Right? Yes, and I know this might be off, but it saved me. I'm going to bring it back to context. It saved me a lot of embarrassment. Now, if you are friends with someone from 200 level, you're trying to get a girl from 200 level. Obviously, you're going to come across the girlfriends, and they're going to start to talk about. They're not going to look at you as that 400 level mysterious guy again. They're going to look at you as that guy that's trying to get our friends. And for me, my pride is a lot. I don't move that way. So it took me a very long time to get used to people like Toju, IBK. You know, they're my guys, so I can mention their name. They're a big fan of the podcast. It took me a long time to get used to Toju, IBK, because when I saw them as just those guys. Even Prime too, guy. Even Prime too. It took me a long time to get used to seeing these people as my guys. And it's not like I'm looking at them as a less person. I just try to avoid that
finish.
That level of finish. So imagine me make I get money, you can't try chat with me. No, bro, I don't move that way.
Actually, I just realized something. How did we get here?
No, okay. That's a very valid question. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very valid question. But it's been a blast so far. Like I told you boys earlier before we started this podcast, you don't plan an amazing conversation. It just has a mind of its own and it spirals out of control. And as we have seen that happen today, I hope you had a nice time. Again, if you've said anything that you don't necessarily agree with, please reach out to us on Instagram at Shaking Tables with AA. Reach out to us on we are on Twitter now at the STAAR. No, I've changed it.
You got it.
I couldn't get Shaking Tables with AA.
Yeah, that's why I did.
But I got the STAAR podcast.
Okay.
The STAAR podcast. So you can reach out to us on the STAAR podcast. Tweet at us. You can also reach out to us on my personal YouTube. That's at Abiola Drug Game. This video is going to be going up. So if you like to see our gesticulations and the facial expressions, you like to see, like, it's going to be everywhere. You can also check out my TikTok, because we're going to be again, this season is going to be a lot. We're going to be all up in your faces. We're going to be having episodes with your favorite influencers, right? And before we go, this particular episode was sponsored or is sponsored by none other than Prime Vibe, right? So
Mado.
Okay, so should I take the sponsored part, or you want to sell yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Olamide Bamiso, and I am the CEO of Prime Vibe Collection. We have everything you're looking for: trucker hats, hoodies, sweatshirts, everything you need to look drippy. To be very honest, I have you covered. Just check me out on Instagram at Prime_Vibe_collection. and the rest is going to be history.
Okay.
That's it.
Speaking of looking drippy, should I ruin the surprise or should I just chill? Make I ruin the surprise. All right. So the podcast merch is taking a turn of its own. Right. I'm not even fucking watch this space. Stay with us. I'm not going to ruin it. Right. But also, I need to mention that the STAAR has an NFT. Right. Yes.
Sir.
The STAAR podcast.
Wow. What digital creators?
Yeah. So the problem though is I have no fucking idea about NFTs. I don't know. Like I have an idea. I created it. Hold on. I created it, but I want to sell this NFT so that we can help foundations and help charity. You know how they used to do. They used to say in the movies
listen.
I'm going to donate 1%.
If you buy our NFTs, you're going to put in smiles on hundreds of children in the streets of Lagos
and Africa as well.
And Africa, this so that children can smile. Don't you love when you see kids smiling?
True.
A kid smile can light up your day, your week, your year. Do this for the kids, not for us.
Also,
for the kids.
Also, we're going to be using the digital art as the NFT on some of the new merches. So whenever you see people drip in the merch, know that you have the original, unique version.
Facts.
Somewhere. Remember, the podcast has been here for 2 years, 3 years. The podcast is not going anywhere. We're going to grow. So imagine having a unique collectible of the podcast.
That's gonna be crazy.
Be crazy. That's like a mad investment. So
NFTs are the future. Gary V says it.
Don't sleep on it. Yeah, it's been an amazing conversation so far. I apologize if you think this is long. Let me know. If you think we've said something off, let us know. Shut the fuck up, Prime. Shut your face. If you think this was unnecessarily a lot of cap, please let us know. I'm looking forward to having a sequel, but with ladies. So please, if you
want to be on the podcast, shoot us
send us a mail, right? We have
email.
Yeah, we have email bro, we have shaking tables with
shoot us anywhere.
We're here, we're everywhere, we're all up in your faces. So send us a mail, let us know topic suggestions if you want to be on the podcast. Also let us know, right? Again, I'm just gonna take the social media handles for the very last time, and we'll just call it a wrap, right? You can reach out to us at Shaking Tables with AA on Instagram. You can also, when you're posting on your socials, you can add us on Instagram at Shaking Tables with AA. You can reach out to us on Twitter at the STAAR Pod. That is DHE STAAR STAAR podcast. And you can reach out to my personal Instagram at @dragbemi_AA. That's ADURAGBEMI_AA. Same thing for my Twitter, my Snapchat, and my TikTok. I feel like I'm rushing stuff, but it's been an hour long. I want to really round up, right? But would you like to share your social with people? Okay. You see all those boys that used to have ghost social media, fear them because they can do nasty things with you and get away with it.
You can't find him online. He's a ghost.
He doesn't
exist.
I always fear those boys. Right? But you've shared your socials.
Yeah, you can find me on. Oh yeah, I'm on Twitter. That's my life. Lamy_Prime. That's LAMMY_PRIME. Just in case you can't spell Prime. Oh.
No, don't go to the mic. This man, come on, what's the problem? Swear. Go on, don't mind. Don't listen to him.
All right. Instagram, Twitter, basically that's all. There's not much to see on there, but at Ogbeni Oye, OGBENIOYE. Feel free to shoot me a DM.
Also, there's going to be comment sections on Spotify. So if you're using Spotify, please rate the podcast. If you're using Apple Podcasts, please rate the podcast. Drop your review on Apple Podcasts. Drop your review on Spotify. Share with your friends. If you know that girl that is dating a broke boy and you want the relationship to scatter, share this with them.
Shake some tables.
You understand?
Let's shake tables together.
And for guys, this is an awesome conversation starter. So if you have a girl that you're trying to get out with and you don't know how to start a conversation, tell her to listen to the first 10 minutes. 10 minutes. If she doesn't listen to the end after that first 10 minutes, come and tell me to give you another girl. I'm a pimp. I'll hook you up.
To be honest, if you're not listening to Shaking Tables, you're seriously sleeping. Ask around. Everybody's listening to this shit.
Watima shaking. Okay.
Watima Duh.
Thank you very much for being with us. We also, as you can see, we don't want to go. It's been an amazing conversation. Thank you so much to Emmanuel. He's the one behind the camera. He's been crawling under the camera whenever he wants to move, so that we don't see, so it doesn't like ruin the video production.
Just because Emmanuel can't speak for himself right now, follow Emmanuel on his Instagram.
Okay, Wale Emmanuel.
No, his handle is Emalik.
Emalik.
I don't know how that is spelled.
EMMALYLYXX. I got it. Yeah.
All right, so follow him. Check out the project he has.
All of the videos that the podcast,
cinematographer.
all of the videos that the podcast has been putting out. The Olumorok video is the one that I edited it. Everything that you see that the podcast is Emmanuel has been doing it. So
Next big thing.
you can hire him if you need a video guy. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Have a great week whenever you are listening to this. Love and light.
Peace.